All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive into the Singapore market.
Always exciting to see what's moving and shaking over there.
It really is. Lots of action today, Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. We've got four companies on our radar: Costco Shipping, Keppel DC REIT, Semcorp Industries, and Cromwell European REIT.
A good mix across different sectors.
Definitely.
Wow.
Let's kick things off with Costco Shipping, shall we?
Sounds good.
Big news from them. They're expanding big time. Phase 2 of their logistics hub on Jurong Island just got the green light.
Yeah.
This is going to nearly double their capacity.
Wow, that's significant.
Oh, yeah. And it's all geared towards serving the petrochemical industry.
Jurong Island, the heartland of petrochemicals in Singapore, right?
Exactly. Costco's making a statement here. They're doubling down on their commitment to this sector and really positioning themselves as the go-to logistics provider for these specialized needs.
It's a smart move, especially with all the talk about Singapore diversifying its economy.
Right. Like, is Costco going against the grain here?
Not necessarily. I think they're recognizing that even with diversification, petrochemicals will remain a major force in Singapore for quite a while.
Yeah, makes sense. It's about strategically positioning yourself within that evolving landscape.
Absolutely. They're betting on the continued relevance of that sector.
And their shares saw a little bump before the announcement, closing at 3.35 cents.
Interesting. Maybe some investors caught wind of the expansion plans.
Could be.
Hmm.
Hard to say for sure without digging into the details, but it's a possibility. All right, let's move on to Keppel DC REIT.
Data centers, always a hot topic.
You said it. They just issued a whole bunch of new units at $2 or 3 cents each.
Raising capital, I think.
Big time.
Yeah.
And this comes after their units closed at Dale for $2.15 before the new units hit the market.
Yeah.
So what's the strategy here? The data center market is already pretty crowded, isn't it?
Oh, it's booming, no doubt. Driven
Yeah.
by cloud computing, big data, the whole digital explosion in Southeast Asia.
Right, right.
Keppel DC REIT is likely looking to capitalize on that growth, maybe snag some prime assets before prices go even higher.
Yeah, but isn't there a risk of overpaying in such a hot market?
There's always that risk. It all comes down to their due diligence, their investment strategy.
So what do you think they might be targeting with all this new capital?
Tough to say. Acquisitions, new developments, maybe a specific niche within the data center market.
Like those edge data centers we keep hearing about, the ones that support the Internet of Things.
Could be. That's a growing area for sure. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
Okay, on to Semcorp Industries now. Big news on the renewable energy front.
Always a good to hear about.
Their green energy arm just secured a huge project in India, solar and battery storage.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. And what's really interesting is this is their first venture into this kind of project in India.
A big step for them.
For sure. India is a huge potential market for renewables, so this is a strategic win.
It really solidifies their commitment to the global energy transition.
Their stock dipped slightly before this news broke, closing at $5.40. Maybe the market wasn't fully pricing in this kind of move.
It's possible. Or maybe there's some broader concern about investing in emerging markets, even with the renewable energy boom.
Yeah, the risk-reward calculation is always in play. Okay, last but not least, we've got Cromwell European REIT.
What have they been up to?
Good news, actually. They've been busy securing and renewing leases in Q4.
In this market, that's encouraging.
Right. They managed to sign and renew for over 78,000 square meters of space.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. It shows that they're maintaining strong tenant relationships and keeping their occupancy rates high, even in what some might perceive as a somewhat uncertain market.
Exactly. That's a sign of resilience.
Their stock dipped slightly, closing at 1.58. But this news could signal a positive outlook.
It definitely suggests they're weathering the storm pretty well.
So there we have it. 4 companies, 4 different stories playing out in the Singapore market.
And each one tells us something about the broader trends at work.
The demand for specialized logistics, the data center race, the push for renewable energy.
And the importance of navigating risk in a complex global landscape.
Absolutely. Leaves us with a lot to think about, wouldn't you say?
It always does. That's what makes following these markets so fascinating.
And on that note, we'll wrap up today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
But before you go, here's something to ponder. Which of these trends do you think will have the biggest impact on the Singapore market in the coming year? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.